So, okay. So we'll be working in my garage, or I should say I'll be working in my garage. So I actually have a pretty good amount of space today because we've moved that monstrosity out. But hopefully today you can do a lot of these exercises in a fairly small space. There may be some modifications you may need to do. Instead of going around cones, you need to go between cones. But hopefully this is something you can do. And it'll be moves that you can do on your own. So this is, we've all done all of these moves in practice, but here maybe you can get an idea of actually doing them in your house, how feasible that is. So you need to have your cones. I happen to have legit cones, courtesy of my soccer days, but anything works. I mean, you could use a roll of duct tape. If you have just regular tape, chalk, you can put it down, or even just use, like, in your head, have kind of markers on where you're going. So
water bottles.
Yeah, water bottles are a great thing. Absolutely. The only thing I think I don't suggest is like your cell phone, because you don't want to roll over it with your skates. So anything that you feel comfortable moving around should be fine. And we'll be using primarily 4. So we'll be going between 2 and 4, but we'll set up with 4 of them. So that's how many you'll need. So 4 objects of any type. So. Okay. So hopefully everyone's got their gear on. Whatever level they feel comfortable with. Go ahead and come back here. Okay, so we're gonna start off with some warm-ups, actually, as much as we can in this small space. So if you can, whatever your space is, just go ahead and let's just kind of do some little skate things, get used to moving, just skate around. Get those, we want to get, especially since we're doing a lot of footwork, we want to really make sure that we get our ankles nice and warm. So as you're doing it, work those ankles all the way out. Get a feel for whatever surface you're skating on. Oh, it's super slick for me. Okay, once you've gone ahead and done that, we're going to do what I call happy feet. So just go ahead and find a spot, get in your nice bent knee position, get our balance. We got to remember what it's like to be on skates. And we're just going to go ahead and start kind of moving your feet back and forth. Just get a nice little rhythm going on. And then whenever you feel like it, you want to pick it up. So I'll do it from the side. You're going to go from a nice steady rhythm to quick, back to slow, quick, back to slow. Okay, now we're going to go, instead of kicking our feet forward, we're going to kick them out. Again, nice steady rhythm, go faster. Feel like a marionette, slow down, speed up, slow down. Okay, now just do a little bit of that on your own, just kind of mix it up so that you get a feel for it. And this is all just getting your feet warmed up. Okay. Do you have any other body stretches that you want to do just to feel good? Go ahead, you can do some body twists. Trying to think of the ones we can do without skating in a big circle. Okay, give yourself a hug. Arm circles. Don't hit any lights or fixtures in your house. Okay. Do some high knees. Be very careful if you're doing it from a standstill on skates. Your high knees that that Dixie does. Opening up those hips. You can go backwards. Feeling good? Good, awesome. Okay, so go ahead and grab your 4 cones. You're gonna go ahead and make a diamond. So said most of us should have done this at some form or other during practice. You're gonna have a top diamond in front, skate back, and you're gonna drop your back diamond piece, and then you're gonna have 2 pieces to the side. So I've got my top one is just out of screen right here. Okay. So we're gonna start off and we're gonna work first with our 2 side diamonds. So these 2 here, my left and my right. Grab my phone. Okay. So what I want us to start off with, since we're still kind of working in the warm up and we haven't been on skates for a while, or at least not some derby move skate stuff, we're just gonna work on our lateral movements. So we're just gonna go from one to the other. Our focus here is that we want to get to that other cone quickly, and we want to come to a solid stance, a nice good derby stance. We want to have our knees bent, our back straight, you know, head up looking forward, not necessarily down at the cones. So again, I'm not going to be super picky about which move you want to do here. If you want to do a simple step move to get over, that's fine. If you want to go ahead and do the stomping type move, you know, or even the full up open, and a back one. I'm not super picky. Honestly, your best bet is to probably put a variety in it, you know? Make sure that you've got a whole bunch of different skills going on. But that's up to you. So, everyone ready? Go ahead and get in the center position. I'm going to count out. We're going to do 30 seconds. I'll call a stop, take a break, and then we'll do another 30 seconds and keep going sort of standard drill style. So, okay. Ready? Go. Whoop. Tweet, 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 tweet. Shake it out. Gonna do the same thing again. Ready? Go. Tweet. Shake it out. I'm gonna do 2 more rounds of this. Okay. Ready? Go. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Shake it out. Okay, last go. Ready? Go. Okay, good job. Make sure you guys have water. Okay, so it's very slick in here. So that was our side to side lateral movement. Next, we're gonna do the same thing, only we're gonna go from front to back. So you should have your front cone up here and your back cone back here. We need to make sure as derby players that we're able to get up to rejoin our walls really quick and stop where we want to stop. And also we need to be able to drop back either because we're going back to do offense or going back to recreate our path. So we have to be able to get back really fast. So if you only have space for your 2 cones, that's fine. Just rotate and suddenly you can go back to front. So go ahead, we're gonna do another 4 30-second each sessions with a break in between them. Okay, ready? Tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. Shake it out. Ready for round 2. And tweet. Okay, tweet, 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 tweet. Shake it out. Okay, round 3. Ready? Tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. Shake it out. Okay, last set. Ready? Go. Okay, tweet, 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 tweet. Everyone good? Awesome. Okay. Give a second to catch breath. Okay, so we should be all nice and warmed up with our movements, sideways, forward and back, stopping, I'm not very good at stopping on this floor. It is slick as snot, let me tell you. But that being said, next we're gonna move on. We're gonna work on some of our edge work. So much like the first round we did where we only worked on laterals, we're gonna work solely on our laterals. We're gonna do our figure eights with just our left and our right cones. So just these two. So we're gonna start in the middle and you're gonna pick a direction. I'm gonna go forward left, and then I'm gonna go around my cone, back, across to the center, and I'm gonna go around the top cone, back to the center again. So old news, but fundamentals are important. We wanna make sure that we're doing this nice, clean, and crisp. That's the goal. We also wanna make sure that we're doing this with our hips keeping forward. I don't wanna see this. Right? I want to make sure that my hips are forward and that all that work is on the edges of my skates, that they're coming around. So my hips are always facing sort of towards the camera. I also want to be in my good derby stance, and I want to keep my head up. If you really need to, you can watch the cones, but the goal here is to get so that we can see them in our peripheral vision, not that we have to look at it the whole time that we're skating by. So, make sense to everyone? Cool. Okay. So, oh, geez, what happened there? Okay, sorry, my clock changed. Okay, so go ahead and pick your direction. I'm gonna start going up and left. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do 4 sets of 30 seconds each. I want you to rotate through each one. So I'm gonna start with going up left. On the second interval, I'm gonna go back left. So just to make sure that we're working out all those edges. So go ahead and pick a direction now, and we'll alternate between the two. So starting in the center, good derby stance, or at least good ready stance. Ready, marks, get set, go. Hello. Hey, tweet, 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 tweet. Go ahead and shake it out. Adjust your cones if you need to so that you're not running into things. You make me nervous. Okay, make sure you're going in opposite direction this time. Ready? Go. And tweet, 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 tweet. Check it out. Okay, we're on number 3. We should be going the same direction you went the first time. Are you ready? Set, go. Shake it out. Okay, last batch. Ready? Go. So everyone hopefully is still doing pretty good. We're gonna go ahead. Awesome. We're gonna go ahead and do the same thing because welcome to footwork. But this time, instead of going side to side, we're gonna go front and back. So everything still pertains to what we just said. We're gonna go ahead and start. We're gonna pick a direction. This time I'm gonna go forward left, same thing. Now I'm gonna go up around my front cone that's right here out of sight, back, cross, behind my back cone, and up around. Then the next time, because again, we're doing 4, I'm all for patterns, we're gonna go up to our right. Same thing, same goals. We want that nice frame, we want that up, proud chest, we want our head up, we want quick, efficient movements. So hips facing forward, whichever your direction is forward, mine is towards the camera. So, a few more seconds break, get in position, pick your direction, ready, tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. Pause, shake it out. Okay, this is round 2. You're going the opposite way you just went. Ready? Go. Tweet, 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 tweet. Shake it out. Okay, halfway done with this set. Ooh, lighting is getting weird in here. That didn't work. Try again in a minute. Oh, fine. Okay, reset. Ready? Go. Tweet, 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 tweet. Pause, shake it out. Okay, last one from this set. Ready? Go. Okay. Tweet, 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 tweet. Okay. Shake it out. Go ahead.
The internet for a bit there. What were we just doing?
We were doing figure 8s around our front and back cones.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep. So, if you guys need, go ahead and grab some water real quick. shit, that's what I need to do. Okay, everyone ready for the next one? Awesome. Okay, so now we've done the really boring sets, back, side to side, front and back. Now we're gonna start incorporating, 360 is the wrong term, but it's the best one I've got, more of a 360 degrees. So what we're gonna do, same thing, we're gonna go, we're gonna take sort of a step back. Instead of going around the cone, we're just gonna do our movements, but we're gonna be going, as I said, front and back and sideways. So what I want us to do is we're gonna start in the center. And we're gonna start, for simplicity's sake, we're just gonna go around the clock. So we're gonna hit our top, 12, we hit our right, our 3 o'clock, behind us, 6, and then our left, 9 o'clock. And I just want us to go up, much like we did with the first one. We're just working on stopping and getting that motion down first. And after every time, I want you to come back and reset at the center. So I want you to get recentered in that derby position. So it's gonna look somewhat like this if I don't goof it up. So, you know, the top, stop, stop at the center. To the right, stop, back to the center. Back, center. Left, and center. So, everyone follow that? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Same thing. Go ahead and start in the center. Adjust your cones real fast if you need to. Give you some more space since we're not going around. Do that a little bit. I'm sliding all over the place in here. Oh, that's why. Okay. Ready? Again, we're just going around the clock. And start. Wait. Shake out your legs. Trigger. Okay. Ready? Round 2. Tweet. Shake out your legs. Okay. Round 3. Ready? Wait. Wait. One more. Okay. Ready? Tweet. Check it out. So if you notice, that one was probably a little bit more difficult, even though it was the same style as what we did in the beginning. And that's because instead of being able to go fully from your right cone to your left cone, distance of this, I was making you go half the distance, which seems like it would be easier, but it's a lot of starts and stops. So we're really working on that control there. So by going from the center to the left and back, we have a lot smaller time frame, a lot shorter distance to be able to get our skates and our bodies in the right position. So if it felt harder, that's probably partially why. So the next one, similar to what we did before, is we're gonna now step it up and work on some of our edge work. Same thing, we're gonna be going to the forward cone, the right cone, the back cone, and then the left cone. But instead of going to the cone and back to the center, I just want us to make, I want us to go around the cone again. So we're working on our edge work. So what it'll look like, ideally, start in the center, go ahead and make sure you've got room around the edges of your cones to go. You go up, around, hit the center, around, hit the center, around, hit the center, around, hit the center. So I'm not going to dictate which way to go in front and which way not to. Do your best to mix them up. You want to be able to use, you know, all the edges, all the tools in your toolbox, but because we're getting into more complicated motions, I'm not going to stress our brains that much. So go ahead and get ready. Make sure your cones are in a good position. Ready? Wait. Ooh, my ankles is getting tired. Adjust your cones if you need to. Remember, same key elements as before. We want that nice stable stance, proud chest, hips facing forward. We're working on edge work. Ready? Round two. Tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. Shake it out. Halfway through with this set. Okay, ready? Wait. Check it out. Last one. Ready? Tweet.
Shake it out, grab water if you need. Check out why your wheel's making funny noises. Turns out they're just squeaky. Weird. Everyone still okay? Awesome. That's what I like to hear. Okay. So now we're going to put some thinking into it. So we've done all the directions around to, hopefully if you're like me, you should be plenty warmed up. A little bit sweaty maybe. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do follow the leader. Make this easy. I'm going to be the leader. Yay! What I want you to do is to do, thanks Judy, whatever I do, or a mirror or the exact same, take your pick on whichever is easiest for your brain. Because we're doing this through a screen, I'm not going to be picky. So when I go to the front cone, let me do this. You can either copy exactly when I go to the front cone, you also go to the front cone, or you can do it like as if we had a pole between us, where if I go to the front cone, you move away and you go to the back cone. I don't care, you're going to get the same motions. So, but I'm not going to be going in a pattern per se. I'm going to try not to go in a pattern. So in this one, you're going to have to be able to do the motions as well as following my stuff, what I'm doing. I'll try and call it out. That way, if you don't have a good screen, or if you're doing this on your phone and I'm kind of tiny, you can hear it. So I'll call it out using front, right, back, and left. So go ahead and shake out our legs. Get ready. The timing's going to be a little bit different for this one, so just a fair warning. Ready? Go. Left. Back. Forward, front. Left. Right. Front. Back. Right. Left. Left. Back. Forward. Right. Forward. Forward. Front. Sorry. Okay. And pause. Good job. Shake it out. We're going to do the same thing again. Okay. Ready? Go. Right. Woo. Don't fall. Back. Back. Left. Follow the leader, Rolly, if that's you. Left. Forward. Right. Forward. Left. Back. Back. Front. Front. Right. Left. And rest. Oh, that's why. I shouldn't be making my toe stops anyways, but oh well. Okay. We're gonna do one more round of this. Everyone still good? Awesome. Okay. Ready? Go. Right. Right. Left. Right. Front. Back. Back. Left. Right. Front. Front. Left. Right. Back. Front. Right. And break. Okay. Grab water. So we're only doing 3 of those because those were 1-minute long reps, I guess is probably the correct term. So good job, guys. That was double the length of time as you were doing before. So hooray. Fantastic job. My toe stop's coming out, so that's not good. Okay. So pause the recording real fast.